Well, it was a good win for our football team. Again, it's 2 weeks in a row where we played a little sloppy on offense out of the ball. We had 4 turnovers, and we just got to play much better than that against a good football team. And I know UConn played a big part of those turnovers and with their defense. But our guys found the way to win the ball game. I was excited that our guys didn't flinch once again. Once UConn took the lead there in the third quarter, and they kind of regrouped and made the play they needed to make in order to win the ball game. But I thought our defense played well, and it was a good victory overall. And expecting another tough physical ball game up against Temple this week. Another good football team, a team that's played in the championship game last year and understand what it takes to get there.
We'll take questions for Coach Taggart. Please star 1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue. Then the operator will introduce you.
We'll take a question from Mark Narducci with the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Coach, obviously in watching film at Temple, just give me your thoughts on that final drive that they had against USF last week. What you're thinking there watching that film?
You see a team that was determined. They was determined to win the game. They believe they can win the football game, and they didn't quit. And they found a way to make it happen. That was one of those tough games, and they found a way to win it. And it was impressive, but that's a football team that know what it takes to win. So it's not necessarily surprising, but you see a football team that knows how to win.
Coach, you guys pretty much handled them last year. Do you take anything from that game, and was anything of that game surprising to you last year?
I wouldn't necessarily say surprising. I mean, our guys just played well that night, and we executed well on the offense side of the ball, and defensively we did enough to stop them, and again, a good football team, and I think at that time our guys was on the roll, so it was more just executing. Our guys executed well, and we didn't turn the ball over much in that game.
And one last thing, could you talk about your development of your quarterback, Flowers?
Yes, Quentin's. I think each and every week he's getting better. As you watch him, he's getting better throwing the football and understanding exactly what we're doing and getting a lot of his teammates involved. But he is the leader of this football team, and I think more important, that's what I'm more impressed with his leadership this season and keeping the team together when things get tough. He's the guy over there rallying the troops, and then his play is just. I mean, the kid loves playing the game. He's the ultimate competitive, and he's going to do whatever he can to help his teammates win. But you watch a kid that just loves having fun, love being around his teammates, and he's an incredible athlete and just getting better and better each and every week.
Thank you.
We will now go to Leo Haggerty with It's Sports Magazine.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. Thanks for asking. Coach, did Connecticut going ahead early in the third quarter act as a wake-up call for your offense?
Really it did. I wouldn't necessarily say them going up was a wake-up call. What was a wake-up call was the turnovers that we were having. We had 2 back-to-back turnovers, and it's like that's something we always stress is going into every game is taking care of the football, and we were so careless with it, and again, it was second week in a row where we're up and we let a team come back and get in the ball game, before we decide to go and play like we're capable of. And our guys got to be able to go out each and every week and play at a high level the entire game.
Coach, watching the game, it looked like Adams had 2 fumbles, and it seemed like he was holding the ball away from his body instead of high and tight. Is that correct, and is that correctable?
Oh, absolutely. You're exactly right, and it is correctable, and we stress it a lot each day in practice. We have a turnover drill, and where these guys got to carry the ball and take care of it right. So we emphasize it a lot, emphasize it even more, and they understand that they got to take care of the football. And I know they're trying so hard to make a play, but rather than press and just continue to do the fundamentals, the technique things, do those right, and good things happen to you. But I thought both of those fumbles, the guys were carrying the ball carelessly.
Coach, what challenges does Temple pose for you now that they're not only looking at last year's game where you beat them soundly, but also coming off that great win at UCF?
They're a good football team. They're well coached and they're very athletic. I think on defense they're a lot faster than they were last year. And then offense they can run the football again. It's going to be a physical ball game, and they got their quarterback back, running back back, and some guys up front. So it's going to be a challenge, each and every week, and each game from here on is going to present its own challenges for us. But we can't worry about that. We got to worry about ourselves and correct some of the things that we did wrong and try to be at our best.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
We will go to Dan Tortora with WakeUpCallDT.com.
Good afternoon, Coach. How are you?
Excellent. How are you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. To look at this school and the fact that they have given, obviously, time, a contract, an extension to you in a world where coaches don't always have that time, what can you say about South Florida believing in you and then your message to this team over the years, and then looking at the fact that you're 6-1 at this point, the fact that it really is starting to come through all those seeds that you planted?
Well, I just think it just showed progress, and it shows that the plan is working. The plan we put in place from day one, and it's working. And I think South Florida giving me the contract was impressed with the plan and impressed what we're doing, showing progress. So I guess they rewarded me for progress and doing things the right way. And again, we said from day one we wanted to. My vision for this football program is to win multiple championships in a first-class manner, and that's something we're striving for, and we're on path. We haven't done it yet, but we're on the right path, and trajectory is going in the right way. And the plan is working. Everybody's working the plan and buying into it, and it's paying off for us. And it's what we thought about from day one.
There's obviously so much focus on Quentin Flowers and Marlon Mack and what they can do. But defensively, what can you say about leadership there for your team and what you've been able to take away from them in the last 7 games here, the 7 games to start the season?
Well, I think leadership-wise, it starts with Augie Sanchez, our middle linebacker. He's the quarterback of the defense and understand what we're doing on that side of the ball. And I thought our guys have been playing well throughout the season. We had one really bad game against Florida State where we didn't show up to play. But other than that, I thought our guys have done some really good things, especially with the takeaways. And then I thought this past weekend our guys really played like we're capable of with the tackles for loss and keeping UConn under 100 yards rushing, and just a lot of guys flying around and different guys making plays, and that was good to see. But I think our defense is improving each and every week, and we need them to continue to do that.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we will go to Henry Clay with CBS Radio Sports Philadelphia.
Pass. My thunder has already been stolen.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.